Yo, 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 welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Ray Rossini, and joining me as always is Mr. Jason Old Man Yells at Cloud Slagle. How you doing, my friend?
Good. I'm sad the music ended.
We should just leave it playing in the background through the
Yeah.
whole episode. So, so how's everything going? So, am I wrong? Is that current weight a little bit lower than you were last week?
Yeah, it's down a little bit. I mean, it's not. It's 2 weeks ago I was lower than this, but like I knew I was up after the last weekend, and then it was kind of riding the same. I ended up like so last Tuesday when we met, I told you that I bailed on a workout on Monday, had
Yeah.
considered doing it. I think I was sick, and I took mostly the week off. I tracked nutrition and didn't really do any of the exercises, and started back up yesterday and feeling great, like
Good, man.
PR row and a couple other things. And so like sometimes I was just tired and not feeling well, and now I'm back on the train and it's coming back down again. That's how it works.
Good, man. Yeah, I told you I struggled with the water after I got back from
Yep.
ChannelCon. Um, and so it's taken me, I'm finally now at like full speed again with the water. The nutrition, I haven't done meal prep, but I've been absolutely counting my calories, taking care of my protein
Yeah.
levels and that stuff, keeping the fat down. Um, so I haven't done meal prep for this week yet, but I mean, I'm still eating well. I mean, steak and veggies, can't argue with
Yep.
that. So, yeah,
Yeah. We had some friends
doing
come
great.
over Saturday and they made they're from Chicago. They made these sausages they brought, which were absolutely delicious. And then he cooked up some steaks, and like the vegetables had olive oil in them, so the steaks are done. He pours the oil on top of the steaks, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good. But I didn't log my nutrition on Saturday, and otherwise I'd probably be the weight I was last week. But it was
Yeah. No, but you got to do that every once in a while. You know what I
yep,
mean? You got to like, if not,
just not every
what's the
week.
point? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, so dry scooping powder. I never got into the dry scooping powder. I
just gotta
love the
snort
pre-made
it.
shakes. I like
Oh man, I just mainline some pre-workout.
do some lines and be
Yeah.
like, we laugh. I guarantee you, there's somebody doing that somewhere right now.
Oh, 100%. 100%
Oh,
there is.
so in that vein, though, I did get the orders of whatchamacallit, of the protein shakes or the protein powders. So I got the fruity pebbles. I got chocolate fudge, and what else did I get? Oh, the Dunkin' Donuts. Um, the Dunkin' Donuts I tried just with water, and actually
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Uh, but the Fruity Pebbles, I also got my Ninja Creamy.
Yeah.
So
Did you make Fruity Pebbles ice cream?
I absolutely made Fruity Pebbles ice cream. It was freaking great.
Really? Oh man, now I want one.
Oh, you got to get one. I got so they're back in stock. I have been waiting for the deluxe. Not that I know why I need 12 instead of 7 in one, but yeah, I can't imagine snorting
Oh,
the
I
powder.
think I think
But
Heather will not be happy if I buy that.
do it. Do it. You know what, dude, you work hard. You enjoy food, you enjoy your treats. Your kids, you have 2 young children, 2 young boys that would enjoy it.
They're watching
Um,
in the other room, waiting for them to run in and tell me to get it.
tell dad to get the Ninja Creamy. It was actually fantastic. I did Fairlife fat-free milk, which I realize you do need some fats when you
Yeah, for
do ice
sure.
cream.
Yeah, it won't
Um,
sit up right.
so, but I did that. I did a scoop of the Fruity Pebbles. I did 2 tablespoons or teaspoons, pretty sure tablespoons of gelatin, vanilla jello mix, as the binder, and let it freeze for 24 hours. And it was damn. Oh, and I put some cacao nibs in it
Okay.
because I'm a chocolate fiend, um, which is like the perfect. I should probably put up like the food thing here, the Nom Noms banner. Pretend like
Yeah,
we actually
yeah,
know
we
what we're
can
talking
no, we can talk about nom noms.
about. So, whatchamacallit? So, the cacao nibs are perfect because if it's just like milk chocolate and I'm throwing chips in, I'll
Hmm.
eat the milk chocolate by itself, and that just totally kills it. Have you had cacao nibs?
They are not good when you eat them
They're
plain.
not. They're not
They
good
are
by themselves.
disgusting. They're very
But you
bitter.
put them in overnight oats or you put them in
Yeah.
like it becomes like magical. It's
Really?
fucking great. Yes. It's
That's
the
life
weirdest
pro tip
thing.
there. So you have the 12. Which model is yours? It's not
The
the
deluxe. I got the Ninja Creamy Deluxe.
the NC 501. It's 11 and one.
It should be 12 in one.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, maybe it is 11 in one. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. And they have sales. They always have sales, dude. Just saying. You know, the
Yeah.
boys would really appreciate it. Look, you got two kids there. I mean, you could just picture your sons there, right? Like you got two kids there enjoying it. Dad's off in the corner making the best protein ice cream ever known. Like you definitely need to you can make all of these things which you'll never make.
Oh.
You definitely need to buy this.
Yeah, I'll see if they have it on Amazon because I can use my bonusly money to get it, and she
Oh, there you go.
won't give me too much
So
trouble for it.
Amazon's a good 30 or $40 higher than Ninja when I looked. I
Okay.
ordered direct from Ninja. I know for a fact Costco carries them, but I
Okay.
think they only carry the smaller one, and it is a
Yeah.
little bit cheaper on Costco at Costco than it is on the Ninja site.
Okay.
So I went to Ninja because Ninja is the only one that has the deluxe one, the 11 in one. Um, at least I haven't seen it
Oh,
anywhere
it's
that was
out
like
again.
super overpriced. Yeah.
Yeah, it's out of stock again.
Yeah. Um, realistically, the 7 in 1, there's no reason in the world
Yeah,
like you
what are
shouldn't
the
get
other
that.
four functions like?
Yeah. No, and then the other thing, the 7 in 1 holds a smaller
A smaller
thing.
amount? Yeah,
Yeah, it's
okay.
their pint
That's the
size instead
bigger
of quart
thing.
size. Which is fine. You don't have to fill up the whole thing on the quart size. I was worried about that. You don't. And it has like so you can do two. It's not overly complicated, honestly. It's we made a Gatorade Zero Italian ice. That
Oh,
was
she's watching. Crap, I'm busted.
He's not doing anything wrong. It's for the boys. so
She is right. We do have an ice cream maker for our KitchenAid stand mixer.
so okay, but that's not the same thing. Yes, and you could probably knead dough by hand if you really wanted to also. What's the point? But you have a stand mixer because that's the way you do it. Yes, I know you can take two bowls and just like do the ice bath
Oh,
thing and
oh no, this thing has like it's a whole thing that goes with it that makes
oh.
ice cream. Yeah,
So you could
it's
absolutely make this at home and you don't need the Ninja.
yeah. Okay, so let me try it. Let me make some ice cream in the in the KitchenAid, and if I make it more than a handful of times, then I will
Okay,
consider it
that's
creamy.
fair. That is fair. And the cool
Yeah.
thing is like you can make a bunch of like freeze a bunch in the freezer and then just, actually mix it when you're ready. Um I'm not sure what the Ninja Creamy does at this point besides just spinning, but whatever. Damn,
She
she's
is right.
calling you out,
Used
dude.
ones. She is. I worries if I find it, I'll go make some ice cream tonight. There'll be ice cream when she gets home.
That's awesome.
She's at
That's
work.
awesome. So, we should probably start doing like a recipe of the week or something. Like that would
Yeah.
probably be wouldn't be the bad idea.
Yeah.
Uh the best gadgets are. Yeah, so I got I'm not ashamed to say I got a ricer. And I didn't because I wanted to make like mashed potatoes
Oh, I
and
use mine all the time.
yeah. So I don't honestly don't
Well,
even know how I didn't have one. That blew
yeah.
my mind. But anyway, so I bought one. Of course, I had to buy one that had the small and the medium and the large discs and all this other crap that you got to keep track of. But I have it and I haven't used it once since I got it because why would
But you
I?
could.
But I could,
Yeah.
and yeah.
No, I'll have to see what the creamy does that the KitchenAid can't do because Alton Brown would be here like yelling at us for all these unitaskers that we're buying, and
Yeah, I know, but like, can you do gelato in the
I don't
ice
know.
cream? Can you do it's got to be something. Um you can do sorbets. I don't think you can do sorbets or Italian ices. Let's be honest, there's only so much you can do with an ice cream maker, but okay, let's see. Italian ice slushy cremacino. They're going with that's one of the options. Frozen yogurt, frozen drinks, sorbet ice cream. You can't say ice cream and gelato. Those are literally the same thing. Um,
Yeah, I feel like they're reaching for these functions at this point.
which I mean, don't get me wrong, I still bought it, but
Yeah.
whatever. All right, Ninja Creamy versus KitchenAid. This is where you're gonna make me feel bad about spending the money on the Creamy. All right. Um, affiliate program. Compare these features.
Yeah, I
That's
can make
the
big batches in my in my ice cream attachment.
Yeah, but how often do you need 2 quarts of ice
Well, I
cream?
don't. Mm.
I mean, well, maybe, because Heather said the one time you did use it. Um, so maybe. Maybe if you're only doing it once, you need, do a big batch.
Yeah, she's DMing me where she
Um,
thinks it is, so I can use it tonight.
I'm covering shit I buy, and you're getting homework. Um, so 2-quart ice cream maker, it's affordable. That no argument there. Fits most tilt head. The texture is better. You can control the texture better on the creamy. So
Yes,
you
correct. It
can make
said that.
milkshakes. Who doesn't like milkshakes?
Yeah.
Um, that being said, you can control. Yeah, we're just going to read the internet while we're just
Yes, this
the
is the
best show
internet
ever.
reading show. And then we're gonna read you getting naked.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that on Friday at 12 o'clock. Our
Yeah.
newest show, Getting Naked, reading Patrick Lancioni, and that's hosted by Marnie Stockman. I think the TLDR on that article is just buy something.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
sure
think
that's what it
so.
says.
I mean, it basically says like if you don't already have something, buy the creamy because it's a dedicated appliance, right? Like,
Yeah.
but I already have that other thing, right? So,
Ironically, I want a stand mixer. But
oh,
so this article is having the opposite effect for me. Josh says, when do you need 2 quarts of ice cream? All the time. I don't disagree.
yeah.
Um,
My wife loves our stand mixer. She uses it frequently.
what's she doing? Breads or baked goods
Yeah,
or
mostly
okay.
baked goods. We've done pizza dough in it. She's done bread, sourdough. But I mean, yeah, mostly just dough.
Yeah, I'm not a I may like bribe Heather to send me some sourdough starter or something. Because I'm like the one person over like the pandemic that didn't do sourdough at home. So oh, ice cream sandwiches.
Oh man, she could make some cookies, some chocolate chip cookies, and we
Oh,
could put ice cream between them and make our own ice cream sandwiches. We need to make
dude.
we need to perfect those crumble cookies with.
Yes.
Oh
I
yeah,
was gonna
okay.
make them this
The
weekend. I
things
didn't
are
get a chance,
cooking
but
in my brain. The
oh,
crumble cookies plus the plus some of the ice cream between two of
oof,
them.
oof.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is well, it was nice losing weight for a little
Yeah,
while.
yeah. Fat guys talk about food.
I think we
Shocking.
should change the subject a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay, so here's a good subject. So starting next week, we will have a new time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be on. That'll be every Tuesday going forward, starting next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's because we're ramping up to start working on the. We actually started already a couple weeks ago during ChannelCon, but starting to work with the MSP GeekCon planning team. Both Jason and I are on there, and we have to do that. So we're bumping wins and losses just a little bit.
Yep.
Um,
Gives us a reason to not sit on that meeting till 9 p.m.
yeah, I was talking to Martin today about it. I was like, not that I don't enjoy it because I do,
Yeah.
but it's not productive at all.
No, it turns unproductive. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on which side of it you're on, I am a non zero amount of that because I just can't ever take myself too seriously. So
Oh
I'm
no, yeah.
always,
We're a
yeah,
bunch of nerds having fun at the end of the day,
yeah.
and we're all friends, so that doesn't make things any easier. Um, oh, good lord, yeah. New show wins and games with all the ice cream. We can make anything happen. All right, Jason. Dealer's choice. Do you want workouts of the week, mindsets and challenges, struggles and
Yeah, we
challenges?
go to workouts.
Just do workouts because I did none of
Yeah.
mine. So
So I am back on the train. I did my workout, my Friday workout yesterday because that's been happening for a while. I just haven't been able to get in on Friday, and then I'm doing my Monday tomorrow, and then my Wednesday on Thursday, which is pretty much how my week's gone for like the past 4 or 5 weeks. Yesterday I crushed it on the rows, 210. I'm doing. I hurt today as a result, but my back that blew out at 210 last. I on one set of 210 last week, I blew my back out like where
yeah,
it
I
hurt.
remember you weren't feeling
This
great. Yeah.
week it was tender, but I powered through it and it was fine. So
Okay.
it's just a new weight that I'm not used to lifting. I am eyeballing right now, right? See, she talked me out of this Ninja Creamy, so I could use the money that I was about to spend on the Creamy to go buy my barbell and plates instead, which is actually
Oh,
probably a better use. I'm about to buy a barbell and some plates so that I can do more stuff here at home.
the one
Uh,
thing I would share, I have a combo bench
yep.
barbell stand at the office. Um, as a tall dude and as a big dude, it is very uncomfortable. Like that's one of the reasons at
Yeah.
home I bought the bench separately so I can move
Oh
it
yeah, yeah.
a little more space. Um,
I have the Bowflex bench, I believe.
okay,
It's
okay.
pretty nice. Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Worse for me, I've been tweaking a nerve in my back almost every day as soon as I get out of bed. So last week I was being lazy. I want to be very clear. This week I actually do have a tight nerve in the back, in my lower back. But with the ramping up, it's just like the eating and the drinking. I think like I'm gonna get to like some point this week where I'm just gonna be like, okay, 3 days back to back, just bang it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm good with that, honestly. The working out does make me feel a good bit better. So you're going to start working out at home because I know you said you had like the gym with
I do
walking
work
distance
out
to
at
the
home.
office.
One of my workouts a week is at home, and then the other two have been at the gym I walk to at the office. Now I've committed to Bend that there's another gym that is near the house that has more equipment. So I've committed. Now I'm going to be working out apparently 3 different places a week.
Good
Uh,
lord. Okay. I
so
can't talk shit. I built a gym at home, so I really can't talk
yeah,
shit.
the goal long term is to start getting a lot of the stuff at home because it's just one more excuse. It's like
It
because the
is.
problem is when I drive to the Y here in Perrysburg, it's 15 minutes to 10, probably 10 minutes honestly to get there depending on the lights you
Yeah.
catch. And then you go and you change your workout, you get home. It's 2 hours. I mean,
Yeah, it's
realistically,
tough.
an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. So it's just an excuse, like, oh, I don't have time to do that. Well, when it's in the basement, that goes out the window. So
Yeah.
I want to start getting some amount to try to increase the stuff I can do at home. And the next step on that journey is I'll probably buy an the Rogue Ohio Power Bar is what I'm actually looking at right now. And then
Rogue Ohio Power Bar.
yeah,
Sounds like a nutrition thing.
yeah, doesn't it?
So what
That's
makes
the
this
one.
so special?
Well, so there's a YouTube channel called Garage Gym Reviews, I think it's called, that the Discord turned me on to, and he said this is like a good bang for your buck 'cause it's only $300. You it I am landing after talking to Adam Dumaine on you met him, the
Mhm.
guy we met at
Yep.
ChannelCon. After talking to him, he recommended if I was going to get the Ohio bar to get the power bar because it's got the center knurling, and for squats you want that apparently.
Okay.
I don't know enough about it, but
Yeah. I mean, but
sure,
when
sounds
in doubt,
great.
basically ask the Lou Ferrigno of
Yeah,
our community. Why not? I mean,
yeah, so it's the same price as the other one, and it's slightly bigger, which is fine for me. The biggest thing for me is I wanted 45 pounds instead of 20 kilograms, which is like ridiculously dumb. It's like less than a pound difference, but all my plates I'm going to buy are in pounds, and I'd really like to just be able to track it in pounds. And by the way, I have DDR here. I have like the
okay,
expensive
I had to Google
$400
that real
pad.
quick. I had to check. It's like 20
Yeah,
point something, 20.4.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, you know what? MSP GeekCon 24. Maybe in the game room we'll do a DDR dance off as one of the workout days or something.
DDR, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Uh, I haven't decided on plates yet. I really kind of want the Rogue plates because they're pretty, but I don't know if them being pretty is worth them costing like 1.5 times what the other ones cost.
You're talking about the rubber ones, the
Yeah, I'll
rubber
probably get bumper plates
yeah.
just because like it inevitably I'm gonna fail at some point or another and have to drop them.
Nikki's down for a DDR dance off. Um yeah, I have so my plates are not completely rubber coated. It's just the outside ring.
Okay.
Um, when they're like red and black, something. I got
Yeah.
them because they matched. I'm not gonna lie. I did zero research, but they're pretty though. Um,
Yeah, I have a cart built. It's about $1,000 worth of stuff I'm gonna end up buying, which will get me
damn.
It'll get me the plates, 260 pounds of plates, the barbell, the collars, and then some fractional plates. You know, you need the 5 and 10 pound ones and
Yeah.
two and a
Oh yeah,
half
for sure.
to slowly go up in weight. And that'll hold me for a bit until I outgrow that, and then I might just buy some steel plates to go with it. And then, as Frank pointed out,
So
Rep Fitness also makes good stuff.
why didn't you do like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace? Somebody's always selling
It's
something.
Yeah, so it's really interesting here locally because I've been stalking it and keeping an eye on it, but the deals aren't that good. Like somebody's selling the Select Tech 552s for $400, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Firm, I will not negotiate on this." And then I'm like,
Aren't they like for
"But
something
they're
brand new?
no, they're like 349 at Costco with the stand."
Okay, no, there's no way. I just bought them. I just bought a second set. They were not that cheap. I'm gonna be pissed
Uh,
if like I overpaid. Because now the stand, I bought them separate, so I'm building the stand, and for some reason they're not
they had it
lining
at
up
Costco.
properly.
Let me
Select
sign in to
Tech.
see prices. I know. Well, we bought them at Costco, and they were like 349. I thought they were 249. I think I told you 249, but they were actually 349.
Okay.
But that's with the stand.
Yeah, that's 379 on Amazon without the
Yeah,
stand. Okay.
yeah.
349 with the stand is a great price, dude. That's now I feel like a dumbass.
Well, they
Okay.
were on sale at the time, so
Yeah. Good old Costco. The place has everything, including my wallet. Absolutely.
yeah. There. I
Ah,
mean, I'll look. So I'll
yeah.
get some bumper plates, and then I'll probably maybe start shopping for some cheap like other plates here in town. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot with just a set of 45 and a couple tens or whatever. Like,
yeah,
you can accomplish a whole lot. Let's see if I can even find. I'm positive I ordered mine on Amazon back in the day. Because that free shipping.
yeah.
Yeah, that is not
Well,
coming up.
Rogue, the shipping's only like $18 for all of that stuff, so it's actually not
Damn,
that terrible. Yeah.
that's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I mean, they're in Columbus, so it's not like it's coming far. They
Um,
could bring it here by mule.
so what do you? So what else are you out? What does your home gym consist of?
Written.
Ideally,
But the next thing I'm gonna buy after that probably is a Rep power rack, probably
okay.
a PR 4000 or PR 5000. I hadn't decided which yet. I was looking at the PR 4000 honestly. Which is just it's a rack. It holds
Yeah.
the stuff, and then they have things that go inside of it, and you can get like a weight stack and stuff to turn it into like a giant monster of a machine over time, right? So it's like you can basically build up to like just keep adding stuff, and it never
Okay.
stops. And Heather's
So it's
like, "Yay,
basically
another hobby where you could
a
spend money
Lego rack.
forever." Yeah, it's a
It's
Lego rack.
which means at some point I'll step on some piece in the middle of the night and
Yeah.
stab myself. But yeah. So you know what? I never asked you this. What is? I know we talked about body recomp and all that on the MMN Discord, but what's your eventual goal as far as like body type?
I somewhere in the 210 range, I think, is what I'm aiming for right now. With the fat on the lower side, right? Like I don't need to be Adam,
Well,
frankly.
so that's what I was going to ask you. Are you like leaning toward like John Harden or like Adam? Right? Because those are
Uh,
two very fit people
yeah,
and very different body types.
that is true. Probably I would like to have some muscle definition, right?
Mhm.
Would definitely like to be able to do a couple of pull-ups. That is one of the things I put on my goal sheet with Ben is that I really want to be able to do a pull-up. I don't need to be Dave,
Yeah.
right?
No, no,
So
no. Nobody does. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool,
it
but
is amazing.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, I think Heather's telling you to buy some stuff. That's not weights or Ninja Creamies.
Yeah, well, see, I can buy my thing, and then she can go buy Ring Fit, and then everyone's happy.
Oh, that seems like a win. That seems like tell the boys right now. Um, so Steven saying he weighed himself last night, sitting around 175. Is that up? Steven's tall and lanky.
Hmm.
Um, is that heavy for you, Steven? I want to say it is, but also you're not a big dude. Like girth size. He's just not. So I don't know. I have a hard time figuring that out. Steven calls himself fat, and I've never seen him as fat. So, um, You got to meet Steven in person, right? At what, GeekCon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think he was at GeekCon.
yeah, yeah. He says, yeah. Okay, yeah. But all right. So what do we got? We got mindset and challenges, struggles and challenges, and one day we'll figure out why those things are different. Um,
Well, I mean, I would just do mindset, and then we can do struggles and challenges, right?
all
That
right,
fixes
let's
it,
do
doesn't
that.
it?
Let me
Yeah. There we go.
just save that, and boom, we have the magic
Ah,
mindset.
magic. Wow. What you
Who
got?
needs a
I went.
producer?
I went first last time, so you're going first this time.
All right, so I will say, some of the stuff I've had going on personally with the company
Mhm.
and stuff. I will say, even though we're trending in the right direction, we're getting, like you even said when we first got on, getting shit accomplished. It doesn't change that it was a whole week and a half, almost 2 solid weeks of just nonstop turmoil.
Mhm.
Um, and even when you have shit handled, I can tell you it takes a toll. Like,
Oh yeah,
well,
100%.
you know. And so it's like you keep that brave face for everybody else, but then you go home and you're
Mhm.
like, fuck. And so it was finally getting it was getting on top of me. It was getting the better of me until, like, I want to say yesterday was probably the worst, where I had to leave work a little early and I was like just exhausted. I had a bad night of sleeping, probably because of this, but I had a bad night of sleeping anyway. And so, like, or not last night, the night before. Night before I had a bad night of sleeping, miserable all fucking day, even took a nap at my desk. Um, like I said, last night I slept fucking great and totally talk about changing my attitude around altogether. Um, and yeah,
Huh.
it's just, and
Sleep is
that's
so
how I look
much.
at it. Just have your pity party and, get it out of your system, move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's been obviously you've had issues, right? The,
Yeah.
some
Work shit.
you can
Yeah.
control, some you can't control, right? Like a
Yeah.
lot of them, I think, in the case of what you were dealing with, you can't control that. Those are almost the worst kind of issues for what it's worth,
They are. They
because
really are. Because if it was
with the
something like pick up and
yeah,
go do something,
yeah,
like, that's on me. You
it's
know what I
helpless.
mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
I am helpless here, and I don't do helpless. So
I
yeah,
know. And it sucks. And
yeah.
it's like, yeah, that was yeah, mine
Uh,
says sets the struggles. I will say I did this last week. It was when things were starting to pile on. I just decided to get up and walk away from my desk and go hit the heavy bag for 10 minutes,
yeah,
and completely cleared my fucking head. Like, I've never been that guy to go take a walk and clear my head. Like, that's just not me. But I will tell you, hitting the heavy bag, it did it for me.
yeah.
Came back
I,
100%.
I'll get on my bike, and so that's kind of the first time I lost a lot of weight. I'll get on my bike and I just won't put headphones on. Right. So you're
Yeah.
basically alone with your thoughts. There's nothing else going on. You're kind of paying attention to traffic, but that I do a lot of introspection and reflection when I'm out. Same thing with running. Like if I
Yeah.
go out and I jog, anything is with running. I usually try to listen to something, anything to take my mind off the misery that is running. I mean, I enjoy running, but I don't enjoy
No,
running.
I'm not there
But
yet. So,
biking, it's cathartic, right?
mhm.
It gives me time to just sit, right? Like I don't have anything else going on to distract me. You don't Once I get out into the country here, like where there's not a lot of traffic, you can kind of zone a little bit. Like you're
Yeah.
not constantly worried that you're going to get mowed down. And you could just think about it. And I've come up with some really creative solutions to problems and things like that when that happens. And yeah, the same thing, I suspect.
Yeah, that introspection time is so important. For me, it's the in the morning, because I get up before Michelle, so I have like an hour, 2 hours to myself. And that time is so important. Um, so I completely get it. I disconnect by watching two idiots on YouTube talk about eating too much. Oh, okay. So I
Yeah.
do
Oh,
that. That's Call of Duty for me. I'll jump on Call of
yeah.
Duty, play a little bit, and get off again, and go
Heather
back.
and I watch TV at night, right? Like it's mindless. We're watching NCIS right now, totally
Yeah.
mindless. Like doesn't you don't have to be super invested in it. I used to fix my car, like Steven just said.
Mhm.
So we work in a world, both you and I, that you at the end of a day, there's usually not any concrete work product that you can show from it. It's like, oh,
Right?
this thing's better. And then, so just going and building something, right? Like, I need to get on the keyboard train like Matt, right? Like, just,
Yeah.
I finished this thing and it works because I did it. My car
Yeah.
can stop because I changed the brake pads, right? Like, just those kind of concrete, like, it has a set beginning and a set end. It doesn't go on forever, and there is a physical result at the end of it I can see is great.
Yeah. That's working on the house for me, like doing
Yeah.
stuff around the house. That does the same thing for me. Because you're right. We can sit there and work all day, walk away from the laptop or walk away from the desktop and be like, you have nothing to show for
Yeah.
it. You have revenue, you have
Yeah.
employees, but
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's nothing that's when I did real estate. I really love that of like even to this day, I can drive around and point out to Marissa or Gio and be like, I sold that house, I sold that
Yep.
house, I put a family in this one. Like that kind of thing is a big deal that unfortunately our jobs, we don't get that.
Yeah.
Um
Uh, I've so for the past couple of days to take that completely around, I've been in the afternoon building roost workflows because at
oh
the end
nice.
of it, it's like, oh, I have this thing that I built and it does a thing that people had to do before. And it again, it's like at least it has a quantifiable output.
Yeah, yeah. And that's kind of like when I need mental breaks, that's exactly what I do. I'll go dive into tech tickets or I'll go
Yep.
dive into scripting something just to break out of the
Yep.
mindset of what I'm just focusing on.
Pull cable.
Speaking of, we're hiring a DevOps slash automation engineer. So if you know anybody or anybody in the chat knows anybody, we're hiring immediately. And they will be playing with toys like Roost and 8N8 and Zapier and writing some PowerShell or Python or whatever they're choosing to write in. So yeah, if you know anybody, have them hit me up. Um, all right, we should sit down one day and decide if like what these banners are going to be.
It's
Let's see.
okay. No, we're fine.
I like them though. I like them. This all came from Simon made one agenda one time, and we kind
Yeah.
of just stole the topics and just kept going.
I
So,
these are my favorite kinds of things, right? Like I struggle when things are super scripted and we have like oh, we have to hit this and this. It we could probably afford to be 20% more formal than we are, but not any more than that.
yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Um, See, John says, hearing, seeing nothing means we did good. Hard to notice the majority. That's true. Like
Yeah.
we get all the problems, we fix them, and then we move on, and that's
So
basically it.
we've started actually I've started asking our techs to reach out for positive confirmation that the issue's actually fixed for two reasons. One, it actually closes the feedback loop and indicates that
Yeah.
the issue's actually fixed. And two, it gives them some concrete, hey, it's done, right? Like it gives them some amount of closure on the stuff they're working on.
Well, so I equate help desks. I worked the police department for 10 years
Mm-hmm.
in the 9/11 center, and I don't say this jokingly. I swear to God, I got PTSD from working there. Because you're sitting there in the middle of the night doing nothing and you hear this beep in your ear and suddenly it's go time. Like you go from
Mm-hmm.
0 to 100. And in a lot of ways, help desk is very much like that, where you have no control of what comes in. You just got to keep up with what comes in and slodge through it. And at the end of the day, there's going to be more. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
tickets stop coming in.
Nope.
And so, you know, which is why I'm such an advocate of I don't think people should work help desk more than a couple of years. Honestly, I think everybody should work help desk in a tech role,
100%. Yeah.
but I don't think they should stay there more than a couple of years. Honestly, um, because
Line cook.
oof, call center and line cook, yeah, yeah, that you can't even pick at food when you're in the call center. Like,
Yeah.
shit. So, yeah, and receipt printers never fucking work a second time ever. They work for the test print, and that's it. Um, so, and there's always that one cook who disconnects the printer because it was in the way of something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but whatchamacallit? But yeah, I equated a lot to PT, or I refer to it as PTSD because it was a lot of that. You go from 0 to 100, you get you work through your day and there's no work product at the end of the day. It's just
Yeah.
come back and do it again. um and that's tough if you don't have outlets. Working out is a good outlet. I
It
can't
is.
say I choose that all the time, but I can say I know it's a good outlet. What else do you do to like decompress. And so if anybody wonders why I'm asking this, in my mind, if I'm not in the right mindset, I will come up with 14,000 excuses to not go work out or to not eat the right.
Yeah.
And so I realize a lot of my battle is getting all the other shit in order so I don't have the excuses when it's time to
Yes.
do the right thing.
Yes.
So
Uh,
yeah,
I don't know. My life is fairly simple. Like it's really interesting. I don't use a lot of the. I don't know. Whatever. That's another topic. As far as things to de-stress me, I don't know. I'll pick up a guitar occasionally and noodle around on some stuff, but I like to. Some days I just need to sit and veg, honestly,
yeah,
or just take a walk, or be away from people. Sometimes that's required too, right? It's like
100%. Yeah.
we live our lives, especially now that I manage a bunch of people and have a lot of people that come up through me. It's just sometimes I just need no people,
When
right?
does it
Or
get
just
easier? I,
it
so,
doesn't. Does it get easier?
so
We
I
talked
keep
about this
hiring
on business
people.
technicalities this
And
morning.
right, yeah, we're spilling into that. You know, but and we should probably, if you put the link in chat, I'll put it on the or in the private chat, I'll put it up. But yeah, go listen to Slagle and Brett talk in business technicalities. But like, you hire people and then you hire people to manage those people thinking you're going to have less people directly, and it doesn't actually work that way. It's just so you got more shit to manage. You know what I
It
mean?
it is. Yeah, we do need to get the
Oh,
hot tub
did I
hooked
lose you?
back up. No, am I gone? Hello, where did I go?
Oh, there we
Oh
go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I lost your audio. It could have been me though.
Okay.
So
Uh, so it. She's right. We need to get the hot tub hooked back up. Where were we before you lost me? I've completely lost my train of thought. It derailed.
okay, so I'm
Oh,
trying to figure out how the
people.
hell that
Oh,
happened.
okay,
And I get,
people.
yeah, disconnecting people. Do you ever get like less
So
people? Yeah,
it is to the point now, and Matt even said so today to me today. He said, like, I feel like it's finally we're starting to catch our breath enough with the merger that we can
yeah,
actually focus on what our primary jobs are a little bit instead of just constantly fighting fires. It does get better, right? Like I think that it's on it at some point or another, you have to empower the people under you to just fail and
yeah,
don't let them fail in a way that necessarily is going to impact the business. But like you can you can fill your day with the work that you choose to fill it with. And so I have intentionally backed myself on a lot of the like end user tech stuff
yeah.
now,
Well,
right?
you
Like
have to.
our
Yeah,
team is doing a big changeover for a customer tonight that they asked me to be on. I didn't necessarily agree with their approach they were taking as far as how they were doing the cutover. So I said, you know what? Like you're not doing it the way I would do it. Like I'm busy tonight, like just go do it. And if it absolutely blows up, I'll help you, but like you got
yeah,
this or you don't, right? Like it's
yeah,
and they're struggling a bit. I can't actually tell looking at the chat whether they rolled back or not. They were having some SIP troubles that I don't not your
yeah. No,
SIP.
I get you.
They
Yeah.
were under
I'm like,
completely
is it me again? Shit.
no, 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 no. Although there are probably some SIP trunks coming for this client.
Okay.
But they missed a network device that was in the mix that is doing some NAT stuff, and so they're
Always.
not having a great time of it. But you know what? This is a learning experience for them, right? Like I could involve myself and come down to that level and stress myself out and have a bunch of other
No,
work
you
for
got
it,
you got to
but
let them do the
I
thing.
I had people under me for that. We'll let Matt
Yeah.
stress himself out. Sorry, Matt.
But that's how they build those skills. Like I find myself with like my team leads, talking to them, and I'm like, I find myself saying, I'm not telling you how to do your job. I'm giving you how I would do it, so you have a
That
tool,
yeah.
and then you decide what's best.
Yeah.
Um,
And
I
and
will,
that's where this one landed.
yeah. But you have good people. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, Maddie's freaking worth his weight in gold. And I'm fortunate too. I have really good people under me. I couldn't ask for more. Don't tell Dean and Kevin and Matt and
Their heads
them,
won't
but
fit through the door anymore.
but They
Yeah.
solve shit for me. You know what I mean? Like even with this, when this whole thing started going down with our data center in Michigan, I got Kevin involved, and I'm like, this is your show. I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna help you, but this is your show. Like, I want you getting comfortable making decisions and all this stuff. And he stepped up. I mean, Steven, nobody was talking to you. I didn't say your name. I just
I think you did.
no, I
No, you
did
said
though.
Dean, and yeah,
Yeah, I did. I did.
yeah,
So, but you
yeah.
have a fan, by the way. Whatchamacallit, Jonathan says, thanks for the info on SaneBox there with your
Oh
business
yeah,
technicalities. What
yeah.
is that?
It does some amount of email sorting and filtering. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
It's not expensive. It's relatively inexpensive, and it sorts my mail into boxes that I care increasingly less about as I go down the hierarchy. So like the stuff in the news box, I don't have to really spend any time on. I can just bulk delete it. That's the box that I'm sending to abuse at provider a lot for. I
Okay.
think I've gotten like 4 or 5 CRM accounts canceled this week. I'm on a mission. If you spam me, you will lose your CRM.
What did you said? If you email abuse at HubSpot, it puts you on like a hidden
Oh yeah,
blacklist
there's like
so they
a
can't email
back
you.
end blacklist where they can't
Yeah.
even opt you back in. Yeah.
What's up, Robbie? How you doing, dude? Oh yeah, Emilio. We should go to
Oh,
the
hot
hot
dog
dog
eating.
eating.
I
I can
don't
tell
like
you,
hot dogs.
I can't do that. So,
Yeah.
and then I was watching some video that was talking about like foods that add. I watch a lot of videos that are debunking like the FUD mongers in the health space. So like one guy was talking about like don't eat seed oils and don't eat this, and then this other guy comes on and he's like, these are the foods per this NIH study that will that will either add or take away life. And hot dogs apparently take away 36 minutes of life
Yeah,
per
they're
hot dog.
nitrates. They're full of
Like
nitrates.
per fucking hot
They're
dog.
not even they're barely meat.
I mean, and even if you get a beef hot dog, you're
Yeah.
you're rolling the
It's the
dice. But
buttholes.
tater tot contests though, you have some experience with that,
Oh yeah, I
right?
did a Bar Louie up here did a tater tot eating contest. I did one time. It was the number of tater tots you could eat in like 6 minutes, and I
Okay.
ate 960, maybe 60. I think I ate like 62, which is like
That seems
three.
low for 6
It's
minutes.
it's like 3 pounds of tater tots.
No, I get the math and I get
Uh,
why that's
yeah.
insanely unhealthy.
Oh
And
yeah.
but like at the same time,
I,
6 minutes
they're
seems like,
sharp.
but they're
Think about it.
10 tater
They're
tots a minute is basically what you ended up doing.
yeah, they're sharp. They're seriously they like cut your throat.
Were you not
Maybe
drinking
it's three.
water? I mean, that's the way like
Oh yeah,
Kobayashi does it,
they're
dude.
covered in oil. The water doesn't touch them. Now you're just drinking wet razors instead of just
So,
razors.
do you think you would have done better with tater kegs versus tater
Yeah,
tots?
tater kegs would have been a lot easier. So my friend
Oh,
Luke actually ended up winning it, and he ate, I think it was 96, maybe it was 120. It was a
okay.
lot.
See,
He ate a
that makes more
ton of
sense to me at like
it.
6 minutes.
Yeah, he ate 4.3 pounds of tater tots in 6 minutes, and went home and threw up when he was done. And
Yeah,
apparently
that's
there was like
even if you
uh,
win, you don't win.
yeah.
I
Now
mean,
there was a grease ring around the toilet after he threw up. That's down. Oh.
that's so nasty.
I don't think he's ever eaten a tater tot since. And meanwhile, the prize
Oh.
was a year of tater tots from Bar Louie. You could get the loaded tots at every visit.
Ah, did he want them after that?
Oh, he gave me the free year tater tots. He's like, I'm never eating a tater tot again. I didn't even really like him to start.
Yeah. So all right. So Emilio says he started working out in it's our fault. I think that means mission accomplished for wins and
Yeah,
losses. We can now cancel the show. We're done. We did our 7 seasons in a movie. Like
yeah.
that's
There's more people.
no,
So
we got
here,
lots of.
I have a new thing I want to add to the end of this because we got about 10 minutes left.
I want to know if
Uh,
McDonald's has tater tot. I've never seen a tater tot at
I don't know.
McDonald's.
I don't know.
All right, I'm sorry, I threw you off.
No,
Go
you're
ahead.
good. They have hash browns, which are like triangular
Which are fucking
oblong tater
delicious.
tots. Yeah.
And they're I want to say
Yeah,
160, 120.
they're
Yeah.
250, I think, for a tater tot or for a
No,
hash
no, for
brown.
the McDonald's hash browns now.
Yeah,
McDonald's nutrition facts. This is how much I'm doing this shit that like I put any food
I
whatsoever
think
in
they're
nutrition
250.
facts like fills in
Oh
by
no, they're
itself.
only 147. Okay, they're 150.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
147. The sausage egg
okay.
McMuffin is 330.
The
Sausage egg and
sausage
cheese.
egg McMuffin. I think that's
No,
470,
ham, egg,
isn't
and
it?
cheese
The
McMuffin.
ham, egg, and cheese. The egg McMuffin is like 310 or
Yeah,
330.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh,
the
hash browns.
burritos, the
Yeah,
burritos aren't terrible
like
either.
it's all the same shit. Yeah, I got you, bro. I
Yeah,
knew what he was talking about too.
it's a
It's my
tater
human
tot. I
people.
mean, it's just a tater tot they put through different press. It's just a different
It's a tater
shape.
tot pancake is basically
Yeah.
what it is.
They took a tater cake and
Oblong,
squished it. Now it's a hash brown.
oblong tater tot's gonna be my new insult. So I can't wait for Nikki to come start working with it. She actually took a job as a dispatcher. She's starting in September.
Okay.
So I can't wait for her to like get frustrated at callers and be like, "This freaking oblong tater tot." Like I can't wait for that moment.
uh, so last segment thing. I'm coming back to it.
Yeah.
What are you doing differently this week to be better than last week as far as this journey goes?
Um. So I did actually already um the pity party thing. I'm a firm believer. Look, I get passionate, I get upset, I get worked up like anybody else. I'm
Hmm.
Cuban and Italian, which means there's more, capsaicin in my blood than actual, hemoglobin. Um, I've been balancing my life. So,
Your audio is cutting in and out, by the
oh,
way.
sorry, that's for me screwing with the thing, trying to get all comfortable and shit. So, call it? I've been focusing on balancing my life for the last 2 weeks. So basically, it's not so much. So when I was in my 20s, I would work
Hmm.
10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day. In my 30s, I'd do the same shit. And I felt like an idiot because I had a family at home and I was still working my ass off. And it wasn't until my 40s when I realized, hey, dumbass, you're working so you could have a good personal life, but you don't have a personal life if you're working all the time. Which makes sense saying it out loud, but it's hard to understand when you're doing it. And so I learned from that point on um, that I don't let any one emotion last too long, period. Right. Like if I'm frustrated, okay, I'm frustrated, but
Hmm.
I'm cognizant enough to say, I'll be frustrated for 10 minutes. This is too long already. Let's move the fuck on. Um, and
Have
that's a
you
hard,
meditated?
I do meditate. I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah.
takes a lot of work to be able to excise yourself from the situation. Um, the police department helped a lot with that. Like, it's the whole, the original Doctor Strange movie
Hmm.
when, his friend is doing surgery on him and he's like floating above his body telling her what to do. It's like working at the police department, I got really good at removing myself from the situation so I could think about the big picture. Which has always helped with emergency management, but it helps
Hmm.
personally too. So yeah, I mean, it's a skill like anything else. What about
It
you?
is. So this week in particular, I've noticed this correlation before, but I never really focused in on it. I don't When I drink water, copious amounts of water, everything is better in my life. Like I just
Huh.
don't think I drink enough water. I eat less. I tend to sleep better. I have more energy. It's so I am really making a focus this week to try to get at least 4 to 5 liters of water in a day, just
Good
to
shit.
try to stay back on track, because there's definitely a correlation between me staying on the rest of my diet. Because what'll happen is I go through these phases, and I noticed it today. I
Yeah.
had like 3 Diet Pepsis today, and I've been trying to limit myself to one a day. But I'm thirsty, and Diet
Yeah.
Pepsi sounds great because the caffeine is awesome. But then
Yeah.
I'm even more thirsty, and then I'm eating because, yeah. So now it's water.
I don't know if it happens to you, but what happens to me is like I'll have these little trips, these little like they tend to cascade. I'll eat out and then I'll have a
Yeah.
reason to not drink as much water. I'll drink a
Yep.
soda, and then because I did that, I'll skip a workout, and that
Yep.
I'll go to sleep a little later, and it kind of just cascades into the
Yes.
thing over and over and over again. So, and I definitely don't have it nailed down. Fuck no, I don't. But I think I'm getting better at identifying,
Mhm.
stopping. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I had a soda.
This.
We're
This
done.
is the
Like,
thing, right? Like this
yeah,
is the top of it. Like it's trying to stop that chain closer to the
yeah,
top. Then
yes.
farther down when it's compounded, and suddenly I've stuffed my face full of an entire like share size bag of
Oh yeah, it's
Haribo
easy.
sour gold bears because they're fucking delicious.
Dude, give me a package of Swedish fish, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm tearing into that,
Oh
like
yeah.
cocaine bear. I'm
Yeah.
tearing
You
into
could.
that.
We watched Cocaine Bear
Did
this
you
weekend,
really?
by the way, and it is stupid, but
Oh, I
kind
might
of
watch that
funny.
tonight. Carrie Richardson told me to watch it, and
Oh
she was
yeah,
just laughing her ass off.
there you need to
Yeah.
be something that's not.
It's Sharknado,
You
it's
gotta
that kinda
have
shit.
a
Yeah.
drink or something else if you're
Oh,
gonna
I
go
yeah,
down the
no, that's
road
the
of.
plan. That's
Yeah,
absolutely the plan.
yeah. So
I'm not sure if I should say that out loud, but, the gummies are absolutely part of how
yeah,
I decompress.
yeah.
Having my moments. Um, if you're ever in that kind of mood, Velocipaster on,
Velocipaster. Oh, I'm gonna
yeah.
tell Heather that.
Oh, it's so bad. You guys gotta watch it.
I
It's
don't know
on
if she's still
Amazon.
watching.
Um, and it's let's see, Velocipaster. And it absolutely has the vibe of like a made in college movie. Um, but it's just it's just so bad. Um, yeah, it's just yeah. I can't even explain it, just how bad it is. So yeah, yeah. He's a priest, by the way, who turns into a velociraptor. If that wasn't clear from the name Velocipaster.
Yeah,
So that's how that rolls. Um,
sounds fun.
the only way I can get myself to drink enough water is out of single use plastic bottles, which I know is terrible. But reuse them.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
mean,
just filled back up.
yeah. I mean, I use these. I get it if
Yeah,
your
so
brain doesn't
I.
let you. So trick your brain. You buy, there's no reason you couldn't buy like 6 water bottles just to feel like you're just going and picking up a different water bottle. I play those mental games with myself all the fucking time. All the
Yep.
time. And maybe we should do a segment on that in one of the coming weeks of like the mental
Yeah.
games we play
Yep.
to get us over those humps.
Quick
You know what I
tricks.
mean?
Yeah, we could call it something like that. Like
Yeah, yeah. See, we got a new
there's a
banner.
lot.
This
Yeah.
counts as our formal part of planning the show, right?
Yeah.
Like even if we do it on the show.
Yeah.
So my kids looked at me like I was a stranger when I ordered a pop instead of unsweetened iced tea or water for my lunch yesterday. Dropping off the pop and other garbage is great. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like I find myself not even I'll go and like we have pizza night on Friday and I'll get a soda from the fridge. I have tons of these
Yeah.
zero sodas all over the place. And I find myself finishing eating and still not having opened the soda because I'm just like it's out of habit at that
Yeah.
point.
I
Uh,
have a hard time eating pizza and not having a bubbly beverage with it, right? Like the
well,
two
'cause
are
you want something to
connected in
cut
my
the
brain.
grease. Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
So it doesn't have to be pop. It can be sparkling water.
Yeah.
What I should buy instead of the creamy that I don't have an equivalent for, I should just buy a Soda Stream.
I will send you a soda stream, you buy yourself a creamy. I have my soda stream I don't even use.
Okay.
So and I have no more counter space because Michelle gave me the whole hey, what's up, Creighton? Thanks for joining, dude. I have my creamy on the counter because Michelle's like, you can't find space on the counter for that, and I did. But now I have no space for the soda stream. So yeah. Helmets have cup holders and straws. I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's see. Want to make sure I get through all the chats. I reuse all the bottles I buy. I do that. I'll buy like one of the liter bottles of Avion or something,
Hmm.
and I will refill that over and over, which is horrible. That's like they say
Yeah.
that's a bad thing to do, but I do it. Not gonna lie. Actually, I have something I bought that was actually kind of cool. I bought it for travel. Um, but have you seen these collapsible water bottles?
I picked one up at one of the shows.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, somebody was giving them away. It's silicone.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah. Yep.
So I bought it for travel because I like you, I'm always drinking a ton of water and I wanted to whatchamacallit, I wanted to be able to go like you go to the airport and you can't carry the water with you.
Yeah.
So one of the travel channels was like, yeah, just take the collapsible water bottle, empty it out, crush it up, go through TSA,
Mhm.
and then fill it back up. I'm like, holy shit, that's smart. And I never take
Yeah.
bottles on trips because who the hell wants to pack a water bottle? You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like,
Airports that don't have water bottle fillers are starting to be a pet peeve of mine, where you have to try to fill it from a drinking fountain or go into the bathroom and use a bathroom sink.
I, I think that's probably the line. I don't think I would do bathroom sink
Not at an
for.
airport, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
you're a brave
most
dude,
places
man.
would, but definitely not an airport bathroom. Like those are the most unsterile environment in the entire planet. Like 90% of our diseases can be chased to an airport bathroom. I feel like.
100%, 100%. So I bought. Okay, I finally found them. Uh, Amazon search for Amazon being one of those like a software company. Their search just sucks for previous orders. So I got these,
Okay,
which
those look
collapse
cool.
really well.
Yeah.
And I like them a lot. And then I also got this one because OIT
Yeah.
color. And actually, I don't care for it because it doesn't collapse as well. Like this whole top
Yeah. Okay.
makes it takes a lot of space.
The ones from the conference are like the Nafiko one. If you go back to the collapsible water bottle search,
Yeah, like this one or
no, they're like they just pancake.
what is it called? Nafiko?
Nafiko. Yeah, I'll link one right here. They're like that.
Yeah, these are not. But yeah, I mean, water. Hey, what's up, Alden? Collapsible water bottles are cool. Iced tea addict for way too long. Maybe a good idea to switch to water. So
Iced
here's the
tea's okay if
thing.
it's not sweetened.
That's the thing. I don't drink unsweetened iced tea like Michelle
Yeah.
does. Michelle loves that shit. I do not.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
I'm trying to get myself to like it like
I,
that.
I and I get my tastes have changed. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
but it still
somebody was
collapses
giving those
down to
away at the
pretty.
show. Yeah, they get pretty
Yeah,
small.
that's not bad though.
It's an Ingram show, I think. We got them
That
from.
is weird as fuck. What is
That's
this?
like a grenade, drinking grenade.
Right? I'm totally down
Dude,
for that.
I need one. I need to drink my water out of a grenade. It's the only acceptable vessel now.
But what is it like 30 like 10
17
ounces at a
ounces.
time? Like
17.
I could do 17. 17's a for me though.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of these are pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe we'll review water bottles next time. What is it? Okay, this one collapses a little smaller,
Yeah.
26 ounces. That's my problem though. If it's not 33 ounces, it fucks me up.
I never put ice in my water. Our office manager / procurement lady at our office happens to be my mother, and she always brings me water. Well, doesn't always. She often will fill my cup and bring water to me,
Oh,
and she always
such a
puts
good
ice in
mom.
it.
Yeah.
And I typically don't put ice in my water, but I'll drink it if it's there.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of lukewarm water. I prefer cold. I will drink whatever, but I definitely
Yeah,
prefer cold water. And I
it doesn't
know,
have to be cold. The temperature that comes out of the fridge is fine.
yes,
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Yeah, we're going to cover Pebble ice machines and
Oh yeah.
water bottles.
I was looking at that an ice machine last week because apparently you can put fruit juice in them and make fruit
Yes,
ice.
you can. You can do a lot of really cool shit, and especially like if it's
I'm gonna
a
make protein ice.
standalone ice machine, you can do really cool shit that you wouldn't do in your fridge because you don't want to fuck up the water lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make protein ice cubes. Just put my protein powder in them. Protein water.
Yeah, let's see. Protein. Isn't that already a thing? Isn't
I
that?
don't know.
I don't know. We're gonna have a branded protein water ice cubes next episode of Wins and Losses. So, all right, I think we've covered
Yeah,
all our topics for this week, and the
I
time
think
flew by yet again.
it did. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
the shenanigans are getting like tech bar levels, so we should probably just end it at this point.
yeah, it's probably good. So, just a reminder, everybody, next week 7:30 is a new time. It's just like a beer, it gets warm, means you're drinking it too slow. No arguments. But you could use ice with your refuses to make the ice cubes. Frank started this by doing lines of
Yeah.
powder, and I feel like this kind of just fell down. Oh
we
shit,
should
we
we
found
should
the
have
ice
Frank
cube.
on. Frank would be a good
I was gonna
guest.
message Frank today asking him to come on, and I totally forgot. So Frank, if you want to come on next Tuesday, dude, you are welcome to come on because I meant to have Josh on one of these times too. Okay.
Adam said he would. Yeah, these look okay. I mean, it's
Not like
literally
that at
they have
all.
protein water. Literally protein water. Clear protein drink.
Yeah. That seems I can make an ice cream out of that instead, which is
Tropical
what I'm gonna have after
mocktail.
this.
Look at
So,
that. The tropical mocktail, though.
oh yeah, shit. Wait, hold on. This deserves a
This
little
just got
screenshot.
interesting.
Wait a minute.
I need these at all the shows. I'm just gonna make us a jug of it, Ray, and then you and I
Yeah.
will just secretly pour them in there so that people think we're drinking cocktails and it's really this.
Oh, dude. We gotta put one of these in like Henry Tim's hospitality suites, and like
Yeah.
this needs to be like
How do
for
we
the
buy
next
it?
tech bar.
We need to buy a lot of this.
Yeah. Actually, did John Harden talk to you about the thing he's putting together for
Ish.
NCNC?
Yeah,
All right.
the charity thing. So I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll talk about it offline. All right. Need to get my ass. Kevin saying the same thing. And freeze coffee into ice cubes. Actually, that's really good. I'm just too
Ooh,
lazy to
that's a
do
good
that.
idea.
Doing the ice cubes for the pup's birthday. All right. So that's another episode of Wins and
Yep.
Losses. Thank you everybody for joining us. We appreciate you. Hit us up on the Discord so we can continue the conversation as always. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
See ya.